these are scientifically proven. These are doctor-formulated products. Although they don't seem revolutionary when you look at their names, Mind, Cardio, Immune, Multivitamin. I mean, nearly every company has something like this. But I can tell you, just like our compensation plan, on the outside it may look like something familiar, but when you really look at what's behind these formulas, how they're formulated, the technology and the manufacturing, one of the things that we always hear about are technologies within the product, but very rarely you hear about technologies within the manufacturing of the product. And that's exactly what you have here with this product line in Elur's technology. The NutraBind technology, just for example, makes the ingredients, make the nutrients more bioavailable to your body in two ways. Number one, the way that they bind NutraBind, they bind their ingredients to things like amino acids and enzymes, and they're carriers that the cell are sensitive to. Enzymes, there's more and more studies. I can tell you the NutraBind technology with glucose, fructose molecules, oligosaccharides or oligofructose, which they're bound to the nutrients. They get absorbed into your body. The oligosaccharides themselves make your body more, it lays the groundwork to have your body receive more nutrients. The two problems with nutritionals is, number one, the manufacturing process. Most of these vitamins and minerals and nutrients go right through your body. You ever hear the phrase expensive pee? That's because most of these nutrients that you take, there's two problems: the manufacturing process, the ingredients themselves, but also our body sometimes are just not receptive. The ground where you're not balanced. And so this particular technology helps balance your body. It helps get your body ready to receive the nutrients, which is extremely important. It doesn't matter how high quality of nutrients you're putting in your system. If your body's not ready to receive it, it's not going to. It's going to pass right through the system. So like a probiotic or a prebiotic, if you're familiar with those, NutraBind technology with the oligosaccharides, specifically the oligofructose, it works similar to a probiotic or a prebiotic, as it helps the intestines and the walls receive nutrients better than it would have without the NutraBind. And with the binding to the nutrients themselves, I can tell you it takes a whole new meaning of the word supplements, because this really does. It takes less of the active ingredients to work the same way as it would with other nutrients because of this. I put a few key ingredients on the screen here so you can take a look at it and do your own research. But a lot of these are familiar. Rhodiola rosea, very famous. Adaptogen, Eleutherococcus, again. Hope everyone's familiar with maki, but there's a few that you probably have not heard about, maybe L-theanine, and certainly not citrus bergamot. We're going to introduce a whole product line with this citrus bergamot, and we don't ever want to become a company that is just a one product or one ingredient wonder. There's nothing in nature that does everything, but certainly there are certain things that do a lot for our health, and citrus bergamot is one of those things. Citrus bergamot, remember the name. When we come out with the cardio product, you're going to be extremely impressed with the results. Already human clinical studies in just the last 24 months. This is very, very new science. We're not talking about 1980s, 1950s, nothing wrong with that, but as we adapt and as we learn, there's new science that overrides old thoughts and processes and equipment and techniques and technology, and that's exactly what's happening with this product. A lot of these formulas have been formulated with the latest science within the last 12 to 24, 36 months. So very, very new and very, very exciting.